What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and finally, we are at the last episode of SWV and Escape. Listen, I'm gonna be fully transparent with y'all. I have fully and thoroughly enjoyed this season, but I am so glad that we have come to the end of the road, like boys to men. Let's get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming in with a force. Yeah. Blessing the reap and we coursing on.
So y'all, this review, I'm messing up. This review took me a little minute to get done because this week I'm on vacation with my son for spring break. I hadn't had a headache all day, but I've been at the playground, child. I had to teach my step class. So I said, let me go and get this damn review done because I got to do summer house tomorrow, child, and I am just over it all, okay? This vacation ain't been a vacation yet, but I've been having fun with my kid, nevertheless. And I got a headache that don't quit, and this show gave me a headache, okay? Let me just sum it all up for y'all, in my opinion. Tasha is very delusional. She's extremely delusional. She is very, something is wrong with her. There is really something wrong with this lady. She is, you know, I don't even know if it's that she's crying out for help or what. And I really think that she thinks that people are stupid. I think that her and Rocky really think that viewers are dumb and that we don't have the good sense that God gave us. They talk in semantics all the time. And it's a mind fuck. It really is. They think that they have mentally effed us all over. And they think that they're successful at it. And my problem with them is that who do you really think you are? To think that these stupid lies that y'all tell are really believable. It's astonishing. Really. And I've struggled through it. I've wanted it to get better. I've wanted them to actually open the brains that are sitting inside the tippy tops of their heads and realize, hey, maybe we're the ones that are stupid. And the public is not as dumb as we think they are. Who'd have thunk it? But moving on. The episode starts off where, Tamika is basically upset because she's like, Tasha is being brainwashed because homegirl is, talking in semantics. Like, you guys really think I did this? I really just wanted to be sitting in that room to be like, girl, don't try to bullshit me. You and your husband did this. Yes, we're saying you and your husband did this. You know why we're saying it? Because this is your husband's phone number. Okay. And this is a wire transfer coming from going to your husband. And this is him requesting it. Don't can play with me because the next person I'm gonna call, besides you calling Rocky the Rockhead, okay, with still in hands, as Tamika calls him, the next person I'm gonna be calling is the cops. Because that's what I really wanted to see throughout this episode. Where's the cops? Judge, get the gavel and throw it down on these fools, because all of this other stuff that y'all are doing, don't even bring it to their attention. You know that they're going to act like they didn't do anything. So just start prosecuting it. Like I don't want to see no more bringing it to, to the light unless y'all going to do something about it, because they know. Here's the thing. And we're not even going to play these games with Tasha and Rocky. The thing is, they know that because Tamika loves them, right? Or Tamika loves Tasha, rather. That's her sister. She's never going to, at least they don't believe, because they didn't believe sis was going to drop them receipts. But they don't believe that she will ever take any action. So with that thought drilled into their heads, they're going to continue to try to do this fugazi bull that they doing, the bullshiggity that they're doing. because they are confident that they're going to get away with it. So of course they're going to continue to mind F the hell out of y'all because they think that they're successful at it. Now, Candy and Tiny are not buying the BS, but Tiny I love Tiny. I really, really do. My Cancer sister. But she gets on my nerves because I guess I'm the wrong type of Cancer. I'm a peacemaker too, but I'm going to give you a piece of my mind while I do it. And I'm going to let you have it. Okay. Because what you're not about to do is think you about to tippy toe around here acting like you pulled the wool over my eyes. And we not about to be kicking the bobo and hanging out like I don't see what you're trying to do behind the scenes. So Rocky and Tasha, he says, I do the deals. If I get some money, it's because they owe me. Somebody owes you for you bullying them or tricking them into thinking. Basically, it's a scheme that you and Tasha set up to come to them with the bullshit. Okay. Basically, y'all were playing little games, holding out Tasha because you know that the public really ultimately wants to see all four of them. But now you played yourself because they have gone on tour so much with the three of them, and you effed yourself because the two of them that are on tour now, they're the popular ones, Candy and Tiny. Okay, y'all wasn't as popular when it was Tasha, Tamika, and Tiny. Yeah, people wanted to see Tiny because they hoping that T.I. pop up across the stage and do a little jig, okay? Because the reality is, one thing I will agree with the sisters with voices is y'all do have a whole bunch of slow songs. So T.I. and all these other people are great to bring on stage to kind of give y'all that hype that y'all need between the ballads, okay? So, with all that being said, now that Candy and Tiny are together with Tamika about to make a shit ton of money, honey. Okay, you picked the right team. This is the right time to dump your sister, Tamika. I get you love your sister, but the mind games that your mother and your sister play on you, they're actually not worth your pockets. Because at the end of the day, you can go crawling back to your mama and your sister, but what is that going to gain you? And you can go to the Bible and say, foolish of any man to, gain the world and lose his soul in the end. But you're gonna be soulless hanging around them two heifers. Cause your mama is I hate to talk about anybody mama, but your mother is bat crazy. And she need to go to therapy. And so does Tasha. Because Tasha really in her head thinks that she's smarter than a fifth grader. She really does. She thinks she's smarter than everybody on the internet, and her media training that she has practiced over and over and over again every night. She thinks that we don't notice that she never really answers. She never answers a question. So I would never interview her. Never. I would never invite her on my radio show. I would never invite her anywhere and, with the hopes of asking her anything because she's never going to answer a question. She thinks that she really is Diana Ross or Mariah Carey or somebody. Now, can Tasha sing a little jig or two? Yeah, but she ain't, sis, you're not all that. And your attitude makes you worse. But moving on, at the end of her playing semantics with the ladies, she gets up and in a dramatic runoff and says, you know what? I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I just had enough. I'm done. After calling Rocky and Rocky BSing on the phone, you ain't got to protect me. You ain't got to protect me. I feel like Tasha is more full of it than him. Because this nigga Rooney tells on himself. Because he says, when they're even with her talking about me stealing her money or whatever, like I have to know her social security number and I have to have a driver's, I have to have an ID. You basically told us how you did it. Mm-mm-mm. Just like you told on yourself with Tasha K, with the mistresses. And Tasha, you took your wide mouth, wide body tail, skinny body, wide head onto Watch What Happens Live and say, no, 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 no. And y'all, I should have said this a long time ago. I knew that she was going to change up that open relationship comment. I knew what she meant by saying we do have an open relationship, meaning I knew she meant open communication. I just knew it. I didn't think that she really thought that was saying that they had an open relationship where he can sleep around. Child, she full of crap. But she also about to be full of drama with all these mistresses coming out the woodwork. Moving on. So Tasha leaves out throwing a tantrum, okay? And, she calls her mama because, she got to get her mother on her side before she can talk to Tamika. So even though she ain't even really got to do all that because the mother is always on her side anyway and always jumping to the chance to thrash Tamika because she know Tasha going to be the one to steal the money and, give her a little piece back. Tamika probably ain't gonna be as quick to do that. This is all my opinions. This is not reality. This is the opinions of Shay Renee Online. So don't try me. All right, moving on. Let me put the alleged banner up real quick because I don't want to play with you motherfuckers. Okay, I don't got time to play with you motherfuckers. Okay, moving on. So she leaves, calls her mother, talking about, my family is falling apart and everybody else always trying to talk about some money. Girl, cry me a river, dick face. I am so tired of her playing victim. She is the victim of the century. I am so tired of her. Girl, she is the true meaning of throw a rock and hide your hand. Bye, boo and bye to you, Tasha. Moving on. So the ladies are, getting ready and everybody's getting ready to go to this practice where they supposed to practice, where they supposed to stand and all this stuff. And, I thought it was interesting. Coco says, I just want to I'm gonna keep my hands to myself because I want to keep my TSA pre-check. Coco, do you really got hands like that? I just want to know because you keep threatening to thrash somebody, and it would really be actually quite funny if you got your ass whooped. Just saying. Moving on. And girl, stop with this. I'm from New York, okay? Because I'm from DC. But what the fuck does that mean? You can get your ass whooped if you from Kansas, New York, DC, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. You can get your ass whooped no matter where you from. So I don't want to hear all of that. And it's not an excuse. I'm so sick of people using, well, I'm from da 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 da. That's not an excuse for you to be a stank. Okay? It's not. Moving on. So, everybody is talking. Tiny is talking to Zanique, and Zanique is pretty much catching up on what's going on, and they end up talking about how SWV decided to go ahead and let them end up in the show with understanding. Which, judging by the way the crowd was going wild over week, probably not the best decision. But listen, y'all it's trial and error. If y'all do end up going on this tour and getting y'all lives together, now you know what to do. Now you got a proper example of what not to do. Okay. I think both songs are great. I think that, Mona Scott, just the editing made it look like Week was just so much better. I think Understanding had a different pulse than Week. But if I'm honest, I would have ended with Week too because of the feeling that it gives the crowd before they leave. Let's get into some of these comments. Willette says, hello, hi, how are you? I hope you feel better. Yeah, girl, I've had like this really bad headache all day, but I haven't paid it any attention because I've been hanging out with my son all day and it's been really, really fun. I'm off all week, y'all, from a full-time, good paying job. But I'm so happy to take a little break and do the things I love to do, which is talk to y'all and hang out with my husband and my kid. Okay. Willette Smith says, hello, hi, how are you doing? Get better. Thank you so much. Tierra Hill says 100 all the way across. I get bad vibes from Tasha and the mama. Absolutely, child. I get bad vibes from Tasha, mama, and her wig too. It irks my soul. Tia P says, I said they've been using semantics since the second episode. They didn't cash the check. They deposited the check. They didn't steal the money. The money was owed to them. Right. Y'all stop talking to us like we dumb. We get it. Y'all are liars. You want to try to use synonyms for every damn thing. It don't matter how you try to mix it up, put it in a bowl, and and eat it. It's all the same thing. If it's all the same to you, just stop, please. Cause you just making the back of the hairs on the back of my neck and my BDBs uncurl. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. It's late. It's frayed and done. Okay. So moving on. Um, Tasha and her husband are on the way to the airport. Okay. Well, before this, I loved the conversation Tamika had with her daughter. Her daughter was basically telling her, you know what, go and be the positive person that you are, and just don't let nobody ruffle your feathers. I love the fact that Tamika is cultivating a positive relationship with her children. I actually would love to see her talking to her husband more. Her husband seemed like he in security guard mode all day. Because when she was crying in the dressing room later on in the episode, Tiny and Candy were consoling her. He was still standing over there like the Tin Man. I'm like, sir, hello? Where's your emotions? Your wife is over here breaking down. And it seemed like she always talking to her children. Like, does her husband like console her? I just want to know, like, how is he involved in her healing, so to speak? I don't know. And then how he feel about them stealing all that damn money from them. Mm-hmm. Okay, Kevin Costner, I'm gonna need you to have some emotions, because even Kevin gave a kiss or two and a hug, child. Moving on. So now we go to where Tasha and her husband are going to the airport. And she's talking about not wanting to be around negativity and drama, and basically blaming Tamika for lashing out and accusing people of things they never did, alluding to Candy and her Tamika lying about Candy sleeping with JD's dad. And you know, child, just girl, just stop. Just stop. Okay. I have had enough of Tasha. Oh my God, I'm so glad. I don't want to see her on my TV anymore, eating another piece of avocado toast, telling another lie, wearing another blonde wig. I don't want to know. I don't want to see her. She is basura. That is trash in Spanish. I'm sick of her. Over it. It's done. It's tired. It's delayed. Girl, she is the she's making my headache worse. She is the world's biggest victim. And if there was a person that said that, if there was a picture in the dictionary of the girl who cried wolf, her name would be right there. All the way. Okay. So I thought it was very interesting that Latasha gets an Airbnb. She got a chef. You know, the ladies are on the bus and they talking about how they where Tasha staying at. And Tamika says, oh, she got an Airbnb. She got a house. Is she paying for that with y'all money? That Rocky did the deal with? And I watched Candy speak on it with Tiny. She said, yeah, we all get, people coming at us about trying to do a show or whatever, or promoters trying to come for us to do shows, but we share it with one another. We don't do some just because, everybody is putting in the work to actually do the performance. So when someone reaches out to you, that doesn't deserve some kickback. They've never done that. And with Tasha saying, we all have people reaching out to us for deals and stuff. She never admitted that they all get paid on the side for deals. She said, we all have people reaching out to us for stuff. Again, semantics. They said people do reach out to them, but they're not getting money on the side. They're not telling them, oh, hey, because you came at me for this show, I'm going to need you to go ahead and give me $10,000 for me to bring it to the ladies. No. Because it's overall an opportunity for all of y'all. Knit Whitley. Tasha just, her braids must be too tight under them blonde wigs. It's the dye is doing something to her brain. Lee Pepper says they both need to stop talking, period. Silence yourself. I don't want, oh Lord, I don't want to see Rocky and Tasha no more. Okay. Lee Pepper says broke people always spend the money they don't got to show off. Bingo. And that's why Tamika said, that's why, it's going to be broke. You better tell mama to have a room waiting for you in the house, because Tasha she is like really carting the horse before the harvest. It's sad. It really is. Like, she is out here, she got the entourage, she got the robes and the and child, you know, veggies and fruits is expensive these days. Okay. So you gotta, and she's a vegan. So you got him coming in here cooking up the zucchinis and the avocados and tomatoes and making them tasty. You got this man doing all this. But for what? Who are you, lady? Don't nobody know you. We absolutely don't give a, okay? Nobody cares about you, Tasha. And nobody really cares to see you spending frivolously. We're looking at you very sadly, because Candy is the one that actually, her and Tiny are the ones that actually have a coin, a Bitcoin out of all of y'all. And you don't see her doing that. That's because they will remain rich because of that. You really are wasting your money on bullshiggity. You should have had Rocky get up and make that same dry ass toast for you that he makes when you at home. And y'all must have just cashed the checks from the promoter that y'all stole the money from the ladies for, and that's how you paid the chef, allegedly. Child, I'm over them. Over it is not even the biggest word right now. It's, oh, I can't explain it anymore. So the girls tell Tamika, hold the conversation, because Tamika keeps on talking about how she wants to have a conversation with, she want to talk to her sister. She's feeling some type of way. She just wants to fix everything with her. She wants to get in her mind and understand what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And even in that scene with Rocky, Tasha was like, I really just want to, I love my sister and I want to fix things, and, you know, but I just want to, I'm just not happy. She's like, so, she says she's not happy, and Rocky tells her to stay positive and says, he understands how she feels and he can't stand all the accusations. He says they can't prove it. And Tasha says her life and career doesn't end with the group Xscape. And Rocky says, if this is the end, then make your peace with it. First of all, what you mean they can't prove it, dummy? They got you everything but in a video doing all this stuff. It's in your account. It's got your signature on it, Tasha. It's got your text messages, Rocky. The 30,000, I'm talking between the 30,000 and this 20,000 or whatever you getting from this promoter. Your names are all over it, and your hand is in the cookie jar. We seen you, child. Moving on, okay? Because I can't get through this review any faster, child. Because these people really, it's really crazy to me that they think that we're this dumb. That's what I really, really don't understand. So moving on, the ladies get it together and everybody goes to the sound stage or whatever. They're going all on and off stage, and all this, that, and the third. They're supposed to be pretty much just practicing their transitions to get on and off the stage. So Tasha apparently is, hella late. So that takes the timeline all off. SWV and Xscape are just having a back and forth, because SWV is like, I mean, what is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all up here singing the whole song? We supposed to just be going up there to transition, not practice singing. Not actually up here singing and carrying on. We supposed to go on the stage, figure out how to get on and get off. You should know how to sing your damn song. We don't need to go through the whole song. Like, we're not doing the whole concert right now. So that's in SWV's mindset. That's what it seemed like they were trying to do, just like, because they only had a limited amount of time. As Xscape up there singing the songs like this, a whole wide rehearsal practice. I was confused as to what was going on. So Taj is getting frustrated because she's trying to reiterate, underlay, let's hurry up. And then Don Juan somewhere says, that's corny. And Taj says, tell somebody F you, or shut the F up, something like that. But on Taj's live, she said that was an edit because she never said that to Don Juan. She was like, Don Juan was getting on my nerves, but I would never say that to anybody, to him. I think I was just frustrated and just said it, but it wasn't totally directed to him. And then we have Coco, of course, acting like she bad and bougie. She up here talking about something. I mean, what are y'all? Y'all not from New York? Like, did it? Girl, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Shut up. You and your wig go in the back and pull it off and put some ice on your head and take a nap. Cause you doing too much. Girl, you ain't about to bust a grape. I think, in my opinion, in my experience in life, people that have the most mouth get knocked out the fastest. Cause they talk so much. People that talk as much as she does typically get their ass whooped. Because you so busy talking a good game, hoping that somebody will somehow be afraid of you and run off. But then you go and find that right person that's like, and just punch you right in the face while you talking. And just because you sitting there talking and doing all that, you're going to be laid out on the floor before they even say a word. Because you so busy talking and putting nothing behind it. Girl, stop. Coco, stop. I'm so sick and tired of her talking about fighting some damn body. I don't know what to do. So moving on, after this whole foolishness with the performance and all this, Tasha finally decides to show up with her entourage. I'm like, girl, how much are you paying these people to be around here to do nothing? You got a bitch following you to comb your nappy ass wig. Get a better wig. Instead of paying homegirl to run around with this doll baby hair you got on your head and a comb. It's very weird to me. You're going to be right, like Tamika said, you're going to be right back in your mama's house. And I'm going to see it with a gospel album in your hand. Signed next to your bed that you're going to be sleeping in Rocky with. The bed that you grew up in. Moving on. So we get to the actual performance day. Rocky decides to come with her this day. He didn't go on the day that they were practicing because he might have been off calling one of his mistresses, child, and playing FaceTime catch and screw. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. But anyway, they all get there. They're going to their prospective dressing rooms. Tamika is still contemplating talking to Tasha, and Candy heavily advises her against that until after the show. Tasha comes in, thinking that she's the big man on campus. She has arrived, darling. She is. I loved when Lily said, Diana Ross is here. I was like, Lily, you are funny. Okay. Even though SWV got on my damn nerves this season, because also they did entirely too much with this whole, followers. Oh, I want the last song. I want to do this. So it's bad for Xscape to say something about what they want, but y'all can say what y'all want, but they're getting the backlash for y'all all just saying exactly what y'all want to happen on the show. I just really wish that managers were at play to take care of all of this background stuff. So moving on, they say a prayer. Everybody gets on the stage. The show was amazing. I wish I was there. I really wish that these ladies could put their BS to the side and go on tour together, because this would be an amazing tour. If they add Brownstone or like In Vogue or something to it, just make it like a night of the 90s, the ladies of the 90s. Even if they did like Black, if you wanted to have like a young group or whatever. But like, yeah, like a SWV, In Vogue, Xscape, Brownstone, Total, if you can get them back together for a round of shows, that would be amazing. But which one is married to Omar Epps? Is it Keisha? She like, listen, my man is rich. I don't have to sing another damn note, okay? Because he's in a movie. He's in a movie right now, you see. So all of that y'all doing, shucking and jiving on stage, I don't have to do any of that. Keisha, and Pam. Oh, goddamn, from Total, okay? Moving on. But I also loved the performances were amazing. I loved how the ladies were behind the scenes dancing and supporting one another. That's what I really wanted to see throughout the season. All of this catty bickering back and forth, it was just very stupid and unneeded. Escape always got a whole lot of drama going on. And it's just like, really? Y'all got to knock it off. Like, I really, and Candy said it. She said, we need Iyanla to come and fix our life. Child, Iyanla Van Zandt, I don't know if you will ever see my channel, honey, but please come and save these ladies because they pissing us off. So moving on, the ladies in the show singing, and y'all notice Coco ain't try to sing a damn lick of that church song because she said we don't do church hymns. Okay, we don't. I saw her put the mic up 2 times to pretend like she was going to participate in the song, but homegirl was like, "I said what I said. I'm not singing no. I ain't singing hymns." Okay, moving on. So they talk about maybe at the end of the show, everybody was like, that was so amazing. Did you guys love it? Blah, blah, blah. And they were like, you guys thinking about doing a tour? And Coco was like, no. Everybody else was in, but Coco was like, nah, I ain't doing it. So moving on, Tamika pulls Tasha to the side because she wants to have a conversation with her. And she says to her, you know, what's going on with us? Because I know when we get back home, you're just going to go silent and it's, you know, you're not going to talk, and I just want to know what's going on, like how do we fix this or whatever. And so Tasha was just being very stank, like, you know, I don't want to do this right now, like I don't want to talk about it. She was like, so what you want to do? Tamika was like, what you trying to go back to your entourage? That's your people now? She was like, yeah, they treat me better than you. I'm like, well, looky, the people that you paying treat you better than your sister. Maybe because you keep stealing money from your sister to pay these people. When the money runs out, because now your sister is hip to your little games. She's on to you. Okay, you and Edward still in hands, as Tamika called to Rocky. Child, that was hilarious. But that little exchange let me know that Tasha don't give a damn about Tamika. Tasha thinks that she's on cloud nine. She thinks that she's broke the G code by getting this gospel record, you know, this deal with the gospel company, which by the way, her album is tanking. Nobody is downloading it. But some people have said it sounds good, but I ain't gonna give it a good listen. Okay. I think Kiera Shard, or however you say her damn name, she came out with a new album too. I listened to that over damn Tasha. And I feel like people have said that her songs don't sound like gospel music. It sounds R&B. And she keep going to the R&B stations promoting her album. Girl, if you don't go to Shine a Light on Jesus 105 point whatever, you keep going to the R&B stations. They don't care about what you got going. But anyway, she's trash. She just wants, I think Tasha has some real mental issues going on. She's very needy of attention. She's very, you know, she just, something is going on with her. She really needs to go and talk to somebody because she got some real deep rooted issues going on. Emotional. I think Rocky is, I don't know if he's physically abusing her, but I think that he is definitely emotionally and mentally obstructing her in some sort of way. I forgot we can't say the ABUSING word on here. It is what it is. But, you know, she's been brainwashed for so long that it's just really sad to watch. Where we at? Miss B is in the building. She says, I'm in here. Yes. Oh my gosh. And you in here late as ever, sis. I appreciate it. I'm so glad that you sacrificed a few minutes of sleep, child. Because I know this beautiful lady here gets a beauty rest. Okay. It is late, but we are hanging. Iris 1424 says, yes, she did mean that and had an open marriage because if you're talking about communication, you don't have to keep it private. She meant she let him screw whoever he wants. Yeah, you know what? I think it's one of those double meaning things. What I was saying was, I knew that she was going to come back and say that. I knew it because I think she knows what he's doing. She's from, he don't have it that good. Girl, This man is going to continue to use you. He been using you for years, okay? Using you like the last fork in the drawer. Okay? That's exactly what he using you. Miss B says, what her wig do to you, child? What her wig do to all of us? It is tied and frayed, okay? She got this lady walking around combing this doll baby hair, child. She need to stop. Um, DD Star 73 says we need a 90s all female show. Yeah, I think that would be great. DD Star says, Miss B says, DD Star, now you already see we can't get there. These two groups together. What we gonna do with 10 groups trying to do a show? That tour would have an open tonight and then close the next night. But when you're right, you're right. Miss B says Rocky using pimp game on her mind. Child, I don't know why. Rocky he is not an attractive man, and he had on more makeup than Tasha in that confessional. I was like, what in the Mac counter? This man is beat for the gods. Okay, I just needed him to have a little blush and a little gloss on. He was doing entirely too much. I can't. But y'all, let's get into these. Y'all know we have a new segment where we call it "What Twitter Done Said." Okay, what has Twitter done said? Okay, let's get into it. So here are some of the comments that I found hilarious. A Black Lady Flex Show says Tamika said Edward stealing hands. Child, when she said that, I about cried laughing. We ain't gonna die laughing no more. I cried laughing. It was absolutely hilarious and so true from what we've seen. Melanin Fox said, I now understand why they called her David Ruffin. Her husband is definitely making her feel like she is more superior than the rest of them. Yeah, and it's like, but what credibility does he have to be telling her she's so amazing? She ain't married to Barry Gordy. She ain't married. Hell, she ain't even married to Babyface. So what does Rocky's opinion have to do with it? I'm not understanding. Beyonce's Groove says, Rocky, I don't even know how it's possible to steal somebody royalty checks unless they forged their name or got their social security. So he does know what the process is. That was so incredibly stupid to me. Why are you, Rocky consistently tells on himself. He told what the mistress's whole name was. I don't know her, but then you know her whole name. You knew so many things that Tasha K had already talked about with the lady in the interview. It's absolutely insane to me. Rocky seemed awfully familiar with all the steps needed to fraudulently deposit someone else's check. He's just listing all the steps. 1, 2, 3. Child, what an idiot. Let me take the camera off so y'all can see. Xscape. Rocky been getting a kickback from promoters for bringing them a deal with us. Rocky, no, I didn't. I just got paid by promoters for getting Xscape to deal with them. Sir, that is quite literally the definition of a kickback. Right. Semantics. The semantics of it all is absolutely insane to me. Like they say the same thing in 5 different ways. And it's really ridiculous because it's like, how stupid do you think we are? The last tweet, Rocky must think Tamika, Tiny, and Candy are boo-boo the fool like Tasha. Right. Your wife is the only dummy. Period. Because she's sitting around listening to your dumb behind. Child, I cannot wait until Tamika gets the balls to go ahead and bust these two world's worst criminals. Because it's really ridiculous. Like at this point, this is child's play to them because they know that. I think that they are very aware that people are not dumb. I just think that they're hanging their hat on the fact that they're Tamika's family, and so no one's going to go after them. But now that she done said something about lied about Candy's mama calling her, and Candy done tweeted that she commented under the neighborhood talk. Candy probably gonna be like, we about to sue this bitch. Because you done talked about my mama, you done talked about my man. I'm done with you. Okay. DD Star 73 says facts. That confessional was an updated Eddie Kane. Child, and they keep on having these Tina Turner and Ike Turner references. It's like, sir, do y'all understand that y'all are really looking like that for real? Miss B says, ain't no pimp cute, sis. They just know how to talk that talk to get them to walk that walk, child. Ain't that the truth? Let's Iris 1424 says Latasha got that advance from that record deal. That's what she's spending. She gonna have to pay that back too when the record don't sell. Shabuya. Yeah, Shabuya, roll call. Absolutely true. Okay. Absolutely true. I was thinking that too. I'm like, damn, they must have gave her a nice heavy advance. And Rocky probably took something off the top on that too. Iris 1424, so he can use the money to go and take his mistresses there and here, there, and everywhere and pay for hotel rooms, allegedly. Iris 1424 says, yes, she did mean that, had an open marriage, because if you talking about communication, you don't have to keep it. You don't have to keep it private. She meant she let him screw whoever he wants. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she was trying to speak in double meanings. I think she really meant that when she was crying. But I was saying I knew she was going to come back and try to say, "Oh no, that's not what I meant." Semantics. They play games and lie all the time. DD Star 27 says, "Yes, that is crazy." Miss B says Monique husband Rocky, Wendy Williams' ex, Mary J's ex. These men find women to control that make them money, and it's act like they bury Gordy, and it acts like they bury Gordy. No, sis, he was working at the car wash before you got him. Right. These trash men want to act like they are bigger, that they are larger than life, and they're not. And then they can't do it on their own. You living off the backs of your woman. DD Star 73 says, I hope the IRS don't audit them. Child, you seen what happened to all these other people that's on Bravo on TV airing out they bullshiggity. Miss B says, sorry, typos. No, but I got what you were saying, sis. Once I wrap, I got it. It's listen, it's late. I'm struggling, but we made it. We made it. But I still got what you were saying, and it's damn funny as always. But y'all, thank y'all for watching. Again, like I said, I am so over the SWV and Xscape bullshiggity. I'm so glad this is done. I'm so tired of Xscape complaining about, I'm so tired of SWV complaining about Xscape, talking about some of you guys were such good business people. I'm like, child, I know Jodeci getting paid more than y'all on that damn tour that y'all going on this summer. I know that. I just think that SWV is they're very much so like your auntie and your mama that's in their 50s and 60s that's set in their ways. Like, they don't want to learn new things. They just think that everybody is supposed to coincide with how they do things and what they do. And I just think that they need to open their minds, because I don't think that Xscape was trying to be disrespectful to them. I think that they were just trying to show them a new way. And obviously the way that that show went, it was hella entertaining. I love the dancers behind SWV. I didn't never know that they never had dancers. I love the DJs. It's just Xscape brought a whole new vibe to the whole performance that I think that SWV can learn from, which hence is why they probably get more money on tours, because they're more entertaining at the end of the day. As far as production quality, all that good stuff. Not to say that SWV is not entertaining, because their songs alone are going to be entertaining, period. Because the ladies can sing and the songs is bomb and very upbeat. But I just hope that they can find common ground. And if they do decide to go on tour, let the managers work out the logistics behind the scenes. Hopefully Xscape can find some good management that can actually speak up for them versus them having to do it themselves. And that could probably alleviate a lot of the BS. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that is just as over this show and finally glad it's done like us. All right, hit that notification bell so you can know when I come back on to talk at y'all some more. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.